Hello, this is Shan Chandrasekhar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. We have a very distinguished guest in the show here with us today. He's an outstanding artist. He has made a great contribution to the field of television and the film industry. He's a well-known figure. He's one of the most popular figures, one of the most familiar names in terms of Indian cinema as well as television. We are delighted to welcome to the program your favorite, Annu Kapoor. Annu, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And I'm really very touched when you showed me your studio and your modus operandi and you introduced me to your staff. Thank you very much. You have done a great job, really. I'm telling you from bottom of my heart.
It's very sweet of you. Coming from you, that's a great compliment because you're a great artist yourself. I know we've admired you for many years. You know, we've admired you from your film industry days, but what you did on television was mind-boggling. Antakshari changed the way people view television, especially in India.
I would like to add something to it, which is very, very vital and important as well. Director of Antakshari, Mr. Gajendra Singh, gave me this program, offered me this program, and gave me that kind of liberty, which I demanded also.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But when I demand something, when I tell you that look, these are my terms and conditions, and when I said terms and condition, it doesn't mean that only financial aspect of it, but certain things.
The quality and the content, the treatment.
Yeah. I told Gajendra that, look, Mr. Singh, I will not, in order to make your show a spicy one or a glamorous one, I'm not a glamorous person. I'm not going to have some kind of verbal flirtation with girls. Don't expect me. I will not do that. Please don't tell me to keep on smiling when I don't feel like smiling. And number 3 is whatever script you have given me, I don't find it appropriate for me to read or speak those dialogue. So whatever I say is the script. I'm not going to have this verbal flirtation with your contestants or especially beautiful girls. I'm not going to joke around. I'm not a joker. And you have to say yes if you want to work with me. And I told him, believe me, if you trust me, you don't have to look back.
Fantastic.
And so, crux of the matter, that it's whatever it is, cinema or this medium also, in a way, yes, is a director's medium. If I set up a shot using, let's say, 25 lens or 18 lens, and if or a very long shot, and if I ask Mr. Robert De Niro, such a great performer, to stand there 100 feet or 200 feet away, and I ask, you give your best performance, he won't be able to deliver. It's a family entertainment, no frivolousness, no cheapness, no vulgarity, yet we could become the pioneer.
You know, not only are you a great host, you're a great singer. Tell me about, you know, your roots, because from what I understand, your father was an outstanding folkloric artist. You know, you had training in drama, which is, you know, one of the greatest things that an actor could ever have or a performer could ever have, because you had live theatrical experience. Live theater brings you spontaneity. It gives you the ability to perform in front of a huge live audience. And so you had the grassroots level experience. Tell me about your early childhood days.
My father started this folk theatre company around 55 years back in pre-independent era of India.
And in those days, the plays were mostly mythological plays, Raja Sri Harichandra,
Raja
Ramayana,
Bhratari, Shri Krishna Avatar,
yeah,
Bhakta Prahlad,
right,
Jayadrat Vad, Veer Abhimanyu,
right,
and Shiri Farhad, and Laila Majnu, and Qatl Tamizan, this kind of plays.
Right.
The form was known as Parsi theatre,
Right.
along with Nautanki. Nautanki is a North Indian folk forms. Parsi theatre was a style. Parsi theatre was became a style because the companies were owned by, most of the companies were owned by the Parsi community.
Right.
But they used to play in it is a very different kind of Shakespearean style.
Right.
But the added element was the music. So I wanted to become a surgeon because of this theatre. He was the owner of that theatre company. Well, my family had to go through a lot of social ostracization because of that. In those days, this profession was never respected, was not respectable profession. So my mother always wanted me to join a profession which was socially acceptable by the conservative society.
Because of the economic framework in those days, you know,
exactly.
that you had to work for the civil service. If you were an IAS officer, they'd be very happy.
Yes.
And then, you know, similarly, like an engineer or a doctor,
Exactly.
you know, things along those lines. You know.
So-called respectable profession, highly recognized and accepted by the society. कोई बचा तो नहीं?
हाँ, एक है।
कौन है जी? So I wanted to become a surgeon, and ironically, I had a brilliant academic career. Once my mother asked me when I was studying in 5th or 6th, and she asked me, "Beta, पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही है? How your studies?" So I told her, I said, "Mom, I think it should not be any of your business. None, you just tell me, this is none of your business." Very humbly, I mean, how a middle class Indian son will talk to mom. Right. My childhood was very, very different. India was very different at that time. And especially that town mentality, lower middle class people, with whatever values, they carried those values. I mean, I still cannot smoke in front of my mom.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, no.
It's out of respect, you know.
Yeah, it's not fair, it's respect.
Yeah.
And I mean, every time if I enter home, I have to touch her feet. She's my mother.
It's wonderful.
So when she asked, "What about your studies?" I tell her, "Mom, it's none of your business. You just order me what percentage you want me to bring." And she started smiling and she said, "Okay, beta, let's say 80%. I said, "Done, Mom." And the same year, I gave her 93%. 93%. I said, "You order me, I'm your son." So I had a brilliant academic career. I wanted to become a surgeon. I wanted to serve my family and my mother. But it so happened that due to unstable income of my father and the bohemian attitude, the gypsy way of leading the life, I had to I had to give up my studies. And when I gave up my studies, I felt totally, how to say, I mean, totally on the verge of breaking. And then I said, okay, I could not go for my further studies. Then I opened, I used to sell lottery tickets. So I used to get, if I sell 1 rupee ticket, I used to get 10 paisa for selling one ticket. Then I used to sell churan ka note. And during the Diwali period, with the capital amount of 52 rupees, I started a cracker shop. And I ran a tea stall where I used to make tea, my own tea stall, that gumti, that dhaba kind of thing. And after 2-3 years, finally, my father told me that if you are not doing anything, so why don't you join my theatre company? And at that time, I had to, my mother cried, I cried, wanted to become a surgeon. At that time also, I wanted to serve my society by becoming a surgeon. So ultimately, I had to join my father's theatre company. I had to perform there every night, because if I don't perform, I won't get my bread. Forget about butter. So it started, and then my elder brother asked me that since the destiny is leading you to this profession, so why don't you join National School of Drama? So I joined National School of Drama. The basic academic qualification they required at that time was graduation, but I was just 10th standard. So I'm very thankful to the director of National School of Drama and my theatre guru, Shri Ibrahim Al-Qazi, who told the committee that if you don't select this boy, then with his professional experience, he has done a professional theatre in a very different form. If you don't consider Anil Kapoor, by the way, my name is Anil.
Oh, I see.
And Anil and myself, we are contemporary. So one had to change his name. Since he is a hero, so I'm an ugly duck, so I said, okay, I'll change my. Everybody used to call me Annu at home. Anil and Anurag, their nickname or pet name often turn out to be Annu. I joined National School of Drama, and then worked for the repertory company of National School of Drama. And then Mr. Benegal, Shyam Bhai, I call him Shyam Bhai.
One of the greatest directors India has ever seen, Shyam Benegal. Yeah.
Shyam Bhai saw me in a play which was directed by my elder brother, and he then somehow contacted me, and he signed me for his film. That was my first film which I signed first, Mandi.
Yes.
So I came to Mumbai on 29th June 1982.
आइए डॉक्टर साहब। बेबी डॉक्टर साहब को बताओ कहाँ दुखता है।
नहीं।
बताओगी नहीं तो इलाज कैसे होगा?
नहीं।
बेबी।
नहीं।
बेबी डॉक्टर साहब का हाथ पकड़ के बताओ कहाँ कहाँ दुखता है।
यहाँ।
देखिए। बेबी सुनो बेबी
मम्मी बोलो ना इनको।
Then Mrinal signed me for Khandar, and because of Shabana was very fond of me, so she introduced me to Javed Sahab. Javed Sahab gave me a role in Betab.
ये काम तो बहुत मुश्किल है, लेकिन मैं आपको बताऊं कि हो जाएगा.
So thus my professional career in Hindi cinema started. That is
fantastic. You know, there were great directors such as Shyam Benegal and Girish Karnad, Mrinal Sen, and you worked with several others, Yash Chopra,
Shekhar Kapoor,
and,
Rahul Ravel,
yeah, so
Priyadarshan from
more recently.
देने से कोई भीख नहीं मिल जाती है. भीख मांगना एक आर्ट है, हुनर है, कला है. हिंदू दिखे तो उससे बोलो राम के नाम पे दे दे, मुसलमान दिखे अल्लाह के नाम पे दे दे, ईसाई दिखे क्रिश्चियन जीसस के नाम पे दे दे. और तुम लोगों को अगर लेना नहीं आता तो अपने यहाँ के नेताओं से सीखो, वो तुमसे अच्छी भी दिखा सकते हैं. सुनो, सिद्धि विनायक वाला जो है ना, वो बहुत तंदुरुस्त दिखने लगा है. हाँ, उसको शिफ्ट करो यार कहीं और. हाँ, तो पिचका हुआ चेहरा नजर आना चाहिए, दया दिखनी चाहिए, तभी तो भीख मिलेगी. हाँ, अच्छा सुनो गौर से, ये जो बीए पास जितने भिखारी हैं ना, उनको क्राफर्ड मार्केट पे शिफ्ट करो, और वहाँ के पीएचडी भिखारी हैं, उनको गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया के ऊपर लाओ. टूरिस्ट अट्रैक्शन है, थोड़ा एजुकेटेड भिखारी चाहिए ना.
You worked with great people, so we'll certainly look in and come into the film career. But in your own right, you directed a children's film, and
yes,
that
sir.
won the President's Award.
Yes, sir.
It won more than one award. So tell me about your interest in the Children's Film Society movement, because that's something very close to my heart, because the Children's Film Society in India, I don't know whether you are aware or not, was originally founded by my father, V. Shantaram and Mahendranath together.
Thank you very much.
So that was in the good old days.
Thanks for telling me.
And that's how the Children's Film Society movement itself was born. in Bombay and in Delhi and in Madras and in Hyderabad and other places around the country. So, but you won the Children's Film Society Award. Tell me about this award and tell me about your role as a director, in terms of your creative abilities.
I owe this credit to my professional career to none other than Shrimati Jaya Bachchan. She had trust in me, she had faith in me, and sometime in '93, I was at their place. So I narrated a story to her. And she found it very interesting. She said, Annu, why don't you make it for me? She used to be the chairperson of Children Film Society.
Right.
So I said, okay, Jayaji. And I came back. After 3 days, she called me and she told me that perhaps you did not take it seriously, Annu. I said, Jayaji, you really mean it? And she said, of course. You make this film. I said, okay. Then I took it seriously because I respect Jayaji a lot. She's just more like
she's a very fine person,
my elder sister. And she has, I can say that she is also fond of me. I touch her feet. I mean, you can understand, an Indian man touching a female's feet, for a man like me, is a very big thing. So, when I asked my sister to write this script, this film was based, it's written there in the credit, this film is based on a story by Oscar Wilde. This film is based on a story written by Oscar Wilde. The name of the story is Canterville's Ghost. My first choice was Amrish ji, then Nana. And Nana Patekar did it. He used to charge, I think, 60 or 70 lakhs rupees at that time. And when I sent him the script, I said, you go through the script and you decide whether you want to do it or not. So finally, Nana Patekar did the role of Rana Digvijay Singh. I have adopted Canterville's Ghost into Indian, this thing, written by the great master Oscar Wilde. And Nana did that role for, he used to charge 70 lakhs of rupees, Indian currency at that time. Well, he did that role for only 21,000 rupees.
Fantastic.
And
because he was inspired by the script.
Yeah. And Benjamin Gilani, Benji Saab, and Mrinal Sen ji, and 3 kids. And I could add a different kind of Indian darshan, Indian philosophy to that story, because the scope was there in that story.
You have enormous amount of energy that flows through you right from the beginning to the end. The adrenaline in you is going. I guess music motivates you.
I just wanted to convey my feelings, my thoughts through the songs and through dance to my people. I want them to realize what great Shailendra has written. किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. I wanted them to realize what great Sahir Ludhianvi has written. I wanted them to realize, I wanted to highlight Kafi Azmi, I wanted to highlight Shailendra, I wanted to highlight Majru Sultanpuri and Sahir Ludhianvi and Pandit Bharat Vyas and Raja Mehdi Ali Khan and Shakil Badayuni. As simple as that. And that became my passion. I cannot sing any frivolous song. Look how beautifully great genius Shailendra. Such depth, such philosophy he writes with such simplicity. सजन रे झूठ मत बोलो खुदा के पास जाना है वहाँ हाथी ना घोड़ा है वहाँ पैदल ही जाना है लड़कपन खेल में खोया. In your youth you just relaxed, you took life very easily. You kept on sleeping in your youth.
You were very lackadaisical.
Not in a literal sense, literally sleeping, but you're being ignorant about certain things.
Very lackadaisical.
Exactly. तो लड़कपन खेल में खोया. You lost your childhood just playing games. जवानी नींद भर सोया. In youth you were so ignorant. You kept on sleeping. बुढ़ापा देख कर रोया. In your old age, and suddenly you realize, oh my God, I wasted these time, wasted my childhood, wasted my youth, and I couldn't do anything. And this is the time for me to say goodbye to this world. Such simplicity.
You're a great singer yourself. For us, I want you to do just the antra of one of your most favorite songs, whatever motivated you. I realize we don't have a huge orchestra behind us here.
No problem, no problem.
Just
it's
hum.
just satsang. I do satsang, especially with a person like you. It's so enlightening for me that you see, you are not asking me question in order to ask. When I see your eyes, I see that inquisitiveness. You really want to know. There are two ways. I have seen many people interviewing me. Oh, they want to ask for the sake of asking. But I could see that feeling of real curiosity that you really want to know. And that makes you very different. This is a song from Ek Hi Rasta. It's picturized on Jitendra Sahab, music by N. Dattaji, and written by great Sahil Sahab. पूछ कर अश्क अपनी आँखों से, पूछ कर अश्क अपनी आँखों से, मुस्कुराओ तो कोई बात बने, सर झुकाने से कुछ नहीं होता, सर उठाओ तो कोई बात बने।
पूछ कर अश्क अपनी आँखों से,
रंग और नस्ल, जात और मजहब, रंग और नस्ल, जात और मजहब, जो भी हो आदमी से कम तर है, जो भी हो आदमी से कम तर है। इस हकीकत को तुम भी मेरी तरह मान जाओ तो कोई बात बने, सर झुकाने से कुछ नहीं होता, सर उठाओ तो कोई बात। The meaning of that, पोंछ कर, wipe your tears and smile. पोंछ कर अश्क अपनी आंखों से, मुस्कुराओ तो कोई बात बने। Then I will feel nice. And सर झुकाने से, don't bend, don't bow. Raise your hand. The infinite sky is yours. Then you will feel good. रंग और नस्ल, जात और मजहब. रंग means color. नस्ल means breed, race. रंग और नस्ल, जात, creed, caste, mazhab, religion. So the color, race, religion, creed, jo bhi ho, whatever it is lesser than the humanity.
Fantastic. Now, you heard him sing without any orchestra. Now, here is a sample of Annu in action with a delightful, massive orchestra in a huge set. You've accomplished all forms, of experiences you've been through. Live theatrical art, you're a proponent in that. Acting in films, directing a film, doing a live television show. Amidst all these, tell me about your preference. And of course, being live on stage as well. You change your role from one to the other when you're doing these different performances. What is the difference that you have come across between doing a film and doing a television show?
The base of everything is performing arts, definitely. Performing arts means an actor's skill, definitely, but two different mediums. So the impact of those mediums on audience is also not only different, but to do work on that medium requires a different kind of skill. I can only say this. Television is different. Television's impact on audience is different. Cinema is different. Everything is there. You have zoom and you have close-up, you have teleshot, everything is there. but the impact on audience is different. Technicalities are different. Base is the acting. Cinema is different. Television is different.
madam जी शुक्रिया फिर भी नहीं वैसे फिर कभी
ਐ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਤੇ ਐ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਥ ਪੈਰਲਲ
Annu, in the next 5 years, what can people expect from such a great artist such as yourself?
Sir, I've signed an Indo-Italian film. The name of the film it's an English film. The name of the film is Fakir. The Fakir. I'm playing the title role. It's directed by Mr. Anand Surapur.
Wonderful.
So, and then I'm planning to direct another movie.
It's wonderful. Well, Annu, it's an absolute pleasure having you in the program with us. May God bless you and all the best. Keep doing the great work that you're doing and with all the energy that you have. And, you know, I'm sure that, you know, you'll come out in flying colors. And I'm sure the population, the diaspora around the world, especially the South Asian diaspora, would, you know, tremendously benefit by your visit to different parts of the world where you do this
And
program.
I'm very much touched, and I'm really very happy to meet a person like you who interviews me, who understands, and who does not come with preconceived notions, who does not. I'm really very, and not many people I have met. Person like you or Nitish Rele or Mukta Hegde or Ajay Brahmatmaj. There are not many people, those who know how to interview. The other day I was watching Madam Oprah Winfrey, and she was showing 20 years of her record. She's good. Sometime I do feel that she's my sister.
It's wonderful. Again, all the best.